These old trees, they've grown thick and strong. It would be valuable lumber worth taking.
There is druid magic in this grove. We'll only bring some barbarian curse down upon ourselves. Let's just rest here for a spell and regain our vigor.
Oh, hello there. I recognize you. You helped me taste one of my dishes last we met. I have invented a new, much more promising dish since last time. Might I tempt you with a taste? What? It can't be. I tasted it myself later that night and I had no complications. Please, let me make it up to you with this new dish. It's much better, I promise.
By the will of Tutatis, the Romans have arrived, as foretold.
It is your time to shine. Prove to me you're not just a mindless warrior, but also a skilled diplomat.
We are not Dumnorix. In your tongue we are called Duitiacus. He who was known as Dumnorix is a brother to us.
It is I, Roman. I am he who is known as the King of the World. Apologies do not revive the wrongfully slain. Do enlighten us as to the nature of the help you require, Roman.
And do you always get what you want? My name is for my friends. You may call me Vercingetorix, the king of warrior kings. I rule the Arwani. The Vitiacus and Dumnorix are my friends, and the Aedui whom they rule are allies of my people. I wish I could say it were nice to meet you, but under the circumstances that would obviously be absurd. That is what they call me, and what my name means in your language. I am the one who has united the tribes. The Vitiacus stubbornly defends his people's fragile and ill-advised alliance with the Romans. And Dumnorix is simply not fond of striking deals with bloodthirsty murderers. Let us say, I represent a kind of middle ground. You have much work to do if you wish to make up for the actions of your countrymen.
You will receive supplies. It is foretold.
My brother speaks out of turn, for he is not the leader of the Aedui. I am. We will give you the supplies you ask for, but expect no more from us, or you shall be disappointed.
He is the one who talks to the three deaths and sees into the future. He may seem friendly, but druids can be very dangerous. I advise you to watch your words. Cease this unprovoked invasion and leave immediately. Of course, I know your bloodthirsty nature will prevent you from doing that. You will not be satisfied until you've enslaved every single one of us. Feel free to try, Roman. You'll find that Gallia is like no other land. What are you talking about? No one would attack Rome itself. That would be beyond insanity. Do you think my people are dumb?
Lies! The Roman is lying. He's trying to trick you. I told you this was a bad idea.
Even if one of the kings did harbor such ambitions, they would never act on them without my knowledge. That would be the stupidest method of usurping my non-existent throne.
A throne may look like a seat, but a true king enthroned needs no seat.
If what you say is indeed true, Roman, your attacker was no king. There are many warriors among us who offer their services to whomever wants to pay.
Not everyone approves of your leadership, Vercingetorix. I keep telling you.
I do not ask for approval. I demand loyalty. Roman, you spin an intriguing yarn. I shall look into this, and if you're telling the truth, I shall find whoever's responsible. Meanwhile, stop attacking my people. A single act speaks louder than 1,000 words. I prefer the lack of promise to a lie. We will see each other again, if Tyrannus wills it. Until then, I grant the Aedui Limited permission to engage in trade with the Romans.
The Aedui alone, I assume.
Of course. It's not like the Eburones would deal with the Romans anyway.
We will speak when the time comes.
I believe there's nothing more to discuss at this juncture. Until we meet again. Ueleti, as you say.
The time has come. Let us speak now. Our brother left now, for now was the time for him to leave. His distaste for your company has very little to do with it. Of details, there is not much to discuss. You will receive what you will receive, and that is what we will provide. It is not for us to choose, for we are not gods. We speak only when there are things to say. Some speak when there's nothing to say. Some do not speak at all. The question is well phrased. To make use of the supplies we will give you, you must survive. Our brother is a man of honor and dignity. He is not fond of betrayals, nor betrayers. You do not know Orgetorix. You don't, and now you will. Orgetorix is the leader of the Helvetii. The Helvetii are currently gathering in order to attack and destroy your legions. You have invaded our lands. The people of the mountains to the east of here. We stand for peace. Ogatorix seeks war. Though many believe otherwise, peace is not achieved through war. He is an honorable king. He is strong, courageous, and wealthy. He will destroy your legions if he is not stopped.
Ordinarily, I would prefer to avoid bloodshed, but a preemptive attack seems like the most sensible action here. If we move at once, we can surely catch them off guard. Killing Orgatorix should prove how powerful our legions are, and send a clear message to other Gallic tribes that we are not to be trifled with. It is your duty to follow my command. You think when I tell you to think. You act as I tell you to act. I shall lead the frontal attack with Legio Ferrata, while you circle around with your Speculatores. Trapped between us, Orgatorix should fall quickly. The rest will disperse once the head of the snake is severed. Experience. I have dealt with these kinds of barbarians before. They fight for no greater cause. They simply follow their leader. In the unlikely event that something goes wrong, you can always rely on me. Deploy your legion when you are ready. It was him who provided the information. I assume for some reason this is precisely what he wants.
The three care not about emotions. That which is to be done will be done.
This time we were quite sure of the permanence of our conquest. But, lo and behold, some would-be heroes have started organizing a rebellion. I guess the running theme here is that people do not like to be conquered. Gallia will not fall easily. I think we can. This rebellion is organized into smaller independent bands. They move fast and strike hard. I'm sure we can do the same if need be. We do, but they're unlikely to provide any solid information. As you know, Gallia is home to countless tribes. Who knows where these particular rebels are from? We'll need to strike hard and fast to make a point. Ideally, no one should survive. Our way, Legate. Wild animals are constantly attacking our legionari. I am reliably informed it is the doing of a man called the Boar Whisperer. I guess they respond poorly to shouting. Who knows how these barbarians get their names? That is a mystery to me. It would have been a useful skill to possess. Imagine legions of wild animals attacking our enemy. What? Well, that depends on the animal, doesn't it? You've seen those lions in Egypt. I wouldn't want to fight against them. We know where he resides. The only problem is that he's protected by his animals. We'll need to slaughter them all. Our way, Legate.
This fire wasn't natural. There are Gallic warriors lying in ambush on the other side. If we'd turned back, they would have got us for sure.
Arwe, Legate. Are you hungry? That's good, because we have been invited to dinner. The minor chieftain of this region we've just conquered is inviting us to a feast. I really don't know. One of their many so-called kings. This one is a king of mountains and forests, I think. Hard to say with these Gauls. After all these years, my motto is, if it smells like a trap, treat it like a trap. Best to be on alert. One requirement is that the guests arrive unarmed. Of course, we can still appear in full armor, expecting a fight. I'm sure we can send a few people who are skilled with a short knife. Shouldn't be too difficult to sneak in a few daggers. Our way, Legate.
Magister, what is art?
A very simple question with an easy answer. It is once again all about knowing causes. An ordinary man makes memories. They merely witness things. A master craftsman turns memories into experience, for he knows how a thing works, but not why. An artist knows why a thing works, and therefore can apply his knowledge to all situations.
When you witness one death, you have a memory of death. When you witness many deaths, you have an experience of death. Only when you know why you are witnessing death can you be a true warrior.
Away, Legate!
In that case, am I an artist?
Perhaps you are, Bestia.
Gaezo, of the myriad lands you have visited, which one was the best?
Hispania, easily.
Why?
Delicious food and beautiful women.
What else?
I don't know what else you'd need.
Behind us! By Tyrannus, how did they get behind our lines?
A glorious battle against a worthy opponent. They fought like angry lions.
More of my warriors are on the way. You are surrounded, Romans!
That slippery bastard. I shall punch his smug, traitorous face next time I see him. If we survive. Well, that was a disaster.
True, but what good is that now?
You never know when we'll need something to bargain with.
We stripped him of his armor when we brought him in. Here, Legate.
Our scouts report no sign of Legio Ferrata. I knew we should not have trusted him.
He is the consul of Rome. What choice did we have?
He is the consul of Rome, and that is the reason why we should not have trusted him.
Dumnorix and Divitiacus have sent the supplies they promised. It's not much, but at this point anything is better than nothing, I'd say. Either way, this will be the most difficult campaign we'll ever face.
Who knows? As a rule of thumb, I don't trust people who claim they can talk to gods.
And you trust everyone else.
I didn't say that.
Indeed. We did fine without him in Africa.
Right. Let's get to work, people.
You will not be able to hold me prisoner. They say Augetorix is like the hawk, born free and proud. In captivity I shall die. You have marched into my lands with thousands of soldiers. I hope to strike preemptively. Dumnorix never wanted to talk to you. The hate he has for your murderous kind is without equal. Your only trade is death, Roman. No one in the lands you call Gallia will help you. Vercingetorix is strong, but too trusting. I think you should be put down like the dog you are. Sadly, that was not meant to be. Keep this in mind, warmonger. When Vercingetorix wants you dead, you will die. He commands all of the tribes.
He did?
That is unexpected. The wisdom of the gods flows through the druids. His ways are mysterious. Absurd! Like all Romans, you have the tongue of a snake. Lies and venom is all you can spew. If you truly were attacked, I salute the warrior who sought to end your line.
By the will of Tutatis, it has been made known to us that we will meet once again to discuss a matter of utmost importance. A certain time from now, we will meet at your camp. You will be there, and so shall we be.
It fills me with joy to find you alive, Legate. I have been following your impressive progress carefully. You have proven yourself beyond measure to be a capable commander. We shall meet in the land of Eburones to discuss further strategy. Meet me at the appointed place as soon as you are able. Wibios Vitelios Lurko.
So now he wants to meet, after running with his tail tucked between his legs.
Let us go and tell him what we think about that.
This sounds like bad news to me. We have the element of surprise. We should hit them before they realize we're here.
It doesn't sound to me like they're in any shape to fight us. I think something else is going on here. Let's talk to them. We have more important things to do than to pick fights with random groups of Gallic warriors. Let's just get out of their way and lay low until they've passed.
Well met. I come to you with empty hands and peace in my heart. My warriors no longer have the will to fight. We have left the army of Vercingetorix, and we wish only to return to our homes and our families. He fights for a lost cause. We don't wish to die for his pride.
The future is witnessed. You have stepped into the circle, and blood is spilt. Death awaits you. Do you await death?
Honestly, this guy creeps me out a bit.
Men of religion have to be as eccentric as the gods they serve. It is a requirement of their profession.
That is deep. Is it not, Magister?
Indeed, Bestia. Fortunately, in this case, we only have to ask.
So it came to pass that you arrived. Hope is for the clueless. An enlightened man knows. Precisely. That is why we all need the wisdom of Tutatis. His blessing will be on you. Dumnorix is shadowing your every step. It has been made known to us that he will attack you at a moment you least expect. It has been made known to us. That is not known to him yet. He will want to consult the gods. The place is for the gods to determine. Thus, he will ask them. It is unclear yet. Dumnorix will fight, for he is a fighter. We will know, for we are a knower. It is not for the Aedui to fight. You will stop Dumnorix. You will not kill our brother, yet you will stop him. He will feel the need to know the outcome of his intended attack. Our brother will, therefore, come to the high place. There, he will ask 3 questions to the 3 deaths, and wait for the answers. You will be the answer, if Tutatis wills it. You will meet us at the high place soon. For this boon, the 3 deaths will require your presence and sacrifice.
I knew it. There's a catch.
We will be at the high place to instruct you.
Legate! Do you have a moment, please? I have come all the way from Africa to talk to you. Awe, my name is Sabinia. I have traveled very far to meet you. Very, very far. Thank you. It's been an arduous journey, and I was afraid I would just be turned away upon arrival. My father's name is Sabinius Ursinus. He was once the praefectus of a Roman legion. He said he met you during your conquest of Egypt, and he spoke highly of you. That's right. The denarii you gave him got our family through some very difficult times. But my father needs you again. He served Rome for 30 years. Now he is sick, maybe dying, and Rome will not come to his aid. I wouldn't come here to beg. He gave me something to sell to you again. A new design for a better banner. If you'll purchase it from me, it will pay for his transport to Rome and his treatment there. A terrible cough racks his lungs. He can barely breathe and has been bedridden for months. I must return to him soon, or I fear it's too late. This is a banner that honors Jupiter. It will inspire your men in a different way, no doubt, to defend themselves courageously and give no ground. You are generous, Legate, but my father has not suffered an arrow wound or a broken bone. He needs the best medical treatment in Rome. Thank you, Legate. With this, I can buy a fast horse that will carry me home in time to save him. Here, the schematics he gave me. He told me your smith will be able to use these to forge an idol worthy of Jupiter. I hope this banner will help you as much as you have helped my family.
I was hoping you would come over. Would have been no trouble at all if Lurko, that swine, had not disappeared. Then he comes back and acts like nothing happened. With ally like that, who needs enemies?
Do you need me, my love?
We need some lumber for our arrows, but the local population seems to disagree. They say the grove we're trying to cut down is haunted, and that they will protect the trees with their lives. The ways of the gods are not for us to judge. Gallic gods are barbaric, just like their people. If it's trees they want to worship, I say let them. They think by protecting the grove, they're also protecting us from unleashing terrible spirits of vengeance. That much is not clear. A druid was talking about evil spirits trapped in trees, but it wasn't particularly coherent. Haha. I hadn't thought of it that way. That sounds dangerously useful. Right after we cut down everyone who stands in our way. Our way, Legate.